In this video, I'm going to explain word problems, and the first part of the word problems, number and fraction problems, and we are going to continue with other type of word problems after this lesson. Here directly there's no explanation because we should write the equations here. And firstly, understanding is important for the word problems. To understand the word problem, and the writing the equation is the second important part. Writing equation. Now I'm going to start to solve the question, and we are going to understand what I mean here, because without solving the question it's difficult to explain the things. Okay, the sum of two numbers is 96. So we are understanding that there are two numbers. The first number, number 1, and number 2 we are going to say. And the sum of them, number 2, the sum of them is equal to 96. I'm going to write the numbers, but before writing that one, I need to check other informations here. The bigger number, so one of them is bigger, is twice as large as the smaller number. So one of them is bigger, the other one is smaller. Twice as means here one of them times 2 it's going to be. So if I say the number is x, unknown number, the other number it's going to be twice of it, which means 2 times of x. It means that this is twice of x, and that's the case. Here there are two informations. One of them is one number is twice of the other one, and the first one we didn't write that one. Sum of the numbers is 96. So the second one is x plus 2x is equal to 96. It's going to be, so the 3x is equal to 96 again, and x it's going to be equal to 96 over 3, and x is equal to 96 over 3. We know that it's going to be equal to 32. It's going to be okay. Then the smallest number, first number is 32. It's going to be this one is 32, and 2x is equal to 2 times 32. It's going to be, which is equal to 64. Sum of them is 96. One of them is twice of the first one, smaller one. So 64 is 2 times of 32. So it's satisfied the question that is given to us. Okay, the second question, the sum of 3 consecutive. What is consecutive? Consecutive means one after another. So they are ordered. Let's say consecutive numbers 6, 7, and 8. These are consecutive numbers. Consecutive numbers we can say. And here the sum of 3 consecutive integer is 126. The numbers, there are 3 numbers here. If I say number 1 is x, or I can use another word for this one. Let's say if I say this is y, then number 2 it's going to be equal to y plus 1. Why y plus 1? Because when we say consecutive integers, here as you see 6, 7, and 8, how they are increasing by 1 it's going to be. So if the smallest number is y, then the next number it should be equal to y plus 1, and the third number, number 3, it must be equal to y plus 2, which is 1 more than the second one. So y plus 1 and y plus 2 are the 3 consecutive integers now. And the second one here, the second information here, the sum of them is 126. So it means that y plus 1 plus y plus 2 is going to be equal to 126. 3y plus 3 is equal to 126. 3y is equal to 126 minus 3. 3y is equal to 123. Y is equal to 123 over 3, which is equal to 41. It's going to be. Find the numbers. It says if y is equal to 41, the second number is, if this is 41, this is going to be 42, and this is going to be 43. Okay, let's continue with the next question. Here, the sum of 4 even consecutive integers is 92. Here also it says that even. Even means, for the even numbers, if I write the even numbers here, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it continues like this. So 3 of them, this 3 it will be, or this 3 it will be. Not 3 of them, 4 of them, sorry. 3 of them, it was in the previous question. So this can be 2, 4, 6, 8 can be, or 4, 6, 8, 10 it can be. So these are the 4 consecutive even integers. That part is important. Even and consecutive. So if I count the even one, the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, here, there are 4 integers here. Number 1, if I say it's equal to a, then number 2, it must be a plus 2. Because between 4 and 6, as you see, 6 and 8 and 10, always the difference between consecutive even integers is 2 units. So it's going to be a plus 2, a plus 2 plus 2, it's going to be a plus 4, and the last one, it's going to be a plus 6. And it's written, the second information, it is, the sum of them is 92. So it means that a plus 2, a plus 2, plus a plus 4, plus a plus 6, it's going to be equal to a plus 6, it's going to be equal to 92. So a plus 4a, it's going to be 2 plus 4, 6 plus 6, it's going to be 12. 4a plus 12 is equal to 92. So 4a, it's going to be equal to 92 minus 12. 4a is equal to 80, and this implies that a is equal to 80 over 4, which is equal to 20. So the smallest number is a, which is equal to 20. Then the next number is 22, the next number is 24, and the next one, the last one, is 26. It's going to be. Now we are going to continue with the new question here. The sum of 3 number is 87. The third number is twice as large as the second one. The second number is 1 more than the twice of the first number. So second number depends to first number, and the third number depends to second number. So I'm going to start to write here number 1, number 2, and number 3. When I say here everything depends to first number, that's why I'm going to say x for that one. And it says here the second number is 1 more than means plus 1, and the twice the first number. So twice the first number is 2x, 1 more than twice, which means 2x plus 1. And the number 3 is the twice of the second number, which means 2 times of 2x plus 1, which is equal to, when you do the distribution law, 4x plus 2 it's going to be. And the important part here also that's given, the sum of the number is 87. So x plus 2x plus 1 plus 4x plus 2, it's going to be equal to 87. Here it's going to be equal to 87. And x plus 2x plus 4x, it's going to be equal to 7x. 7x plus 3, it's going to be equal to 87. And 7x is equal to 7x, it's going to be 87 minus 3. 7x will be equal to 84. X will be equal to 84 over 7, which is equal to 8 divided by 7, it's equal to 1. And we have 1 here. 14 divided by 7, it's going to be equal to 2. Okay, then 87 over 7, it's going to be equal to 84 over 7, it's going to be equal to 12. We found that one. So the smallest number x is equal to, 12. And what about the numbers, second number and the third number? If this number is 12, it means that this is 2 times 12 plus 1, which is equal to 24 plus 1, that's 25. And 4 times 12 plus 1, 2. 4 times 12 plus 2, it's going to be equal to, 4 times 12 is 48 plus 2, it's going to be equal to 50. So the numbers are 12, 25, 25, and 25, it's going to be 2 times 12 plus 1, which is 25. 12, 25, and 50, it's going to be. Okay, the next question. An electrician cuts a 53 meter long piece of wire into 3 pieces. So we are going to cut this one into 3 pieces. Here we have wire, let's accept that this is wire, and the total length is 53 meters. Okay, then such that the longest piece is the 4 times long as the shortest piece, and the middle sized piece is the 3 meters shorter than the twice the length of shortest piece. So first we are writing here the shortest piece, which is equal to x, and the second one, it's going to be, it's depending to first one, and the middle size is 3 meters shorter than the twice. So 3 meters shorter than the twice means double of x minus 3. And the first one, the longest one, is 4 times as long as the shortest. So this is going to be, this is the, if we accept this is the longest one, that's equal to 4x. So x plus 2x minus 3 plus 4x, which is equal to 7x minus 3, it's equal to 53 going to be. So 7x, it's going to be equal to 56. X, it's going to be equal to 56 over 7, which is equal to, x is equal to 8 going to be. Okay, if x is equal to 8, find the length of each piece. It says, I know x. What is 2x minus 3? 2 times 8 minus 3, which is equal to, 2 times 8 is 16, minus 3 is 13. The second one, this is the second piece, middle piece this is, and the longest piece is 4 times x. 4 times x, which is equal to 4 times 8, which is equal to 32 meter length. It's going to be, yes, all the sizes are meter length. This is the last question, and we are going to finish with this question. There are 25 students in a class. The number of boys 3 more than the number of girls. So boys and girls, if we say, and the sum of them, it's going to be equal to 25. By the way, boys and girls, the sum of is 25. And here it says that the number of boys is 3 more than the number of girls. If I say the number of girls is equal to x, the number of boys, it's going to be equal to x plus 3. Then the sum is equal to 25. We know that one, the sum. So 2x plus 3 is equal to 25. And 2x, it's going to be equal to 25 minus 3. 2x, it's going to be equal to 22. And x is equal to 22 over 2, it's going to be. Then it means that x is equal to 11. So we found the number of girls and the number of boys. Boys If you remember, it was equal to x plus 3, which is equal to 11 plus 3, which is equal to 14. So there are 14 boys in the class and 11 girls in the class.